What the fuck are these? Armadillo huskies? Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I saw a dead armadillo on the sidewalk. Its carcass has been there for about 2 months now. Mind you, where I'm from, armadillos don't really exist, right? Armadillos were like kind of a fictional character for me, kind of a fictional creature for me until I moved to Texas. And so like, I've seen like a couple before down here, but my first up close armadillo being like a rotting carcass, that's been an experience, man. Shout out armadillos though, bro. I hope, you know what I mean? I hope y'all are doing all right out there. Okay, we got Farmer Jr. over here, hair blowing, fat forehead having ass girl. Nah, now I know why you keep them bangs up all the time. I'm not gonna lie, she got a crane easy on her, boy. She got like look, I got a fat forehead, right? But I got like the flat fat joint. You know what I'm saying? She got one of those like protruding joints, bro. She got like a protruding craneezy, you know? Now I know why she be hiding her shit. Are you farming on armadillo? Yo, who are you feeling like, my girl? Yo, this Qifrey's like best apprentice over here, bruh. Just flying above the creatures running away for no reason. I'm not gonna lie, she's a talented young farmer, bro. That's a natural. Run that back. The swoop around the tree into the 2-foot land on the singular branch. That's not bad movement. And then she's gonna look off into the distance. It's mating season for scale wolves. And then start talking about some random shit that no one asked. I'm not gonna lie, you could tell she's not like a professional farmer yet though, because if she was really in her farming bag, she wouldn't be grabbing the tree for extra support, right? Like the next step, and don't get me wrong, you know, beautiful form throughout what she was doing so far, but the next step would be to be able to pull this routine off and then stand on that branch without needing any support. But you know what? For a young farmer, I can't be mad at it. They shed their plate scale for sharp impacts to prevent harm from coming to their arm. This how they get down, bro? Just running into each other, shoulder checking each other. Animals be doing the most random shit, bro. Even though they could stay as strong as they are if they chose not to mate. Oh, is this gonna be like a little analog connection? Like, oh, if I chose not to have friends, I could be super strong. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, she hitting this shit though. I'm not gonna lie that like there's no reason to take this screenshot, but I'm doing it out of respect for the farm. She's hitting this shit. I thought I had nothing to learn from her. Yep, she's looking back on her time with Coco and really thinking about it. Right, at the end of the last episode, she and Coco had gotten into a little spat where she was wondering how Coco harbored no ill will or anything like that. She thought the outsiders didn't belong here, but they have nothing to offer the world of magic. But if she correctly learns how everything works, is she even an outsider? Yeah, okay, she's starting to question it. The question becomes though, did you have to come out here and stand on top of the tree to think about that? Coco's still learning the basic spells, you know? I mean, honestly, I think we could say she's well into beginner mage now, bro. I don't think she's a full noob anymore. And this is the first time we ever seen, notice how Qifrey finally coming in the frame normally. That boy, the plug, that brim cap nigga done humbled him. If this was episode 6, homeboy would have been coming into the frame, wind blowing his hair and shit. You know what I mean? Doing some dramatic shit. Now he's finally acting normal. Thank you. Maybe he needed this. There go Brush Buddy, like, you know what I mean? Shout out Brush Buddy. Learn to draw your spells reliably. But aren't many spells I'm fully confident in, and that's okay. You're still a beginner. Probably end up falling back on the same seals. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, Clutch Buddy. You warming up to Qifrey, but he really wasn't the one who saved you from the jungle. You know, I've just been noticing you've been hanging out with Qifrey a lot. My girl Code could really use the moral support right now. Like, I'm just saying that's something you should keep in mind. If you ask me, spells you can complete consistently and draw without much effort, they don't really exist, do they? What I'd call your your specialty. So we're about to figure out what type of magic Coco's about to specialize in. Again, my vote / prediction went with I think it was wind magic. That was what we saw her use like early on, and it kind of fits her personality. She made those super fast shoes for a got. So I'm thinking Coco might end up on some wind shit. My specialty? I'm not gonna lie, Coco. Coco be too enthralled, bruh. Coco, we're on episode 11, about to end the season. You still making this face over the word specialty, bro? It's time to start acting like you belong here, bro. You're a witch now, Coco. Hey, if you're enjoying this video, you should consider checking out my Patreon, where I have my full unedited reactions for videos like this one. I'm also offering seasonals that we don't cover on the channel and Patreon exclusive content. So if you want more content or just a way to support the channel, check it out. See, the spells you use the most often are the ones that use more straight lines. That's what I said, right? Like wind spells and shit. Right, because Coco specializes with straight lines because of her craftsmanship ability as like a clothes artisan cutter. Your straight lines are much more confident than your curves. Yo, look at how big this nigga's hands are, bro. This nigga got a 7-inch pointer finger. Long fingers ass boy. The first time we met, you were drawing straight lines. Yep. Her craftsmanship, realizing which spells are your specialty. will give you confidence when you need to believe in yourself. Good advice. I'm not gonna lie. Notice that this nigga Qifrey stopped bullshitting and actually doing his job as a teacher once old bro from the brim caps whipped him in the shade. Like when you really think about it, this nigga wasn't doing shit teacherly until he got whipped in the shade. Maybe this was needed. Maybe he needed that ass whooping, bro. I feel like he's locked in post ass whooping a lot. My specialty is drawing straight lines. That shit sounds so funny when you compare it to like other anime. But niggas be like, yes, I have mastered the Black Flash. Yes, my specialty is healing magic. My specialty is my chakra reserve. Some girl can draw straight lines. Good shit, co. My specialty is drawing straight lines, right? Now that I know I should draw more straight lines, now that you know, you should probably work on what isn't your specialty so that you can become more well-rounded. That's what Qifrey's about to say if he's a fire teacher. If he doesn't say that, he's a bum. You'll master your specialty spells without even trying. Good shit, Qifrey. You better practice spells you haven't perfected yet. Okay, he's alright. He's alright. Good shit. Good shit. I'll give credit where credit is due. That you need to have. Then you need active work to pin down. It could even lead you to new specialties. That nigga said hit the books. He ain't have to drop all those fucking books at once. Casting skills seem even more impressive to me now than before. What the fuck is this? We don't know this seal right here, bruh. Niggas making sperm fucking magic. They stay flexing the hair. We see the animation bug films. They love this cut right here. The hair going back behind the ear, then falling back out. We see the animation. We know other studios can't do that, bro. Okay. You know, I'm not mad at it, but golly, they love that shit. Now that I know how these spells work, appreciate how hard they must have been to design. Magic of amazing people is amazing. What the Yo, Richeh, where the fuck did you come from? Richeh got that invisibility magic. Richeh is the invisible cloak confirmed. I feel amazingly intimidated by she does say amazing a lot, huh? Who the fuck? Yo, Atelier, get your, nigga, is this Orugio? Orugio, get your old ass up, The fuck Orugio out here sleeping on the couch for? Yo, come on, this is horrible looks. Nigga said watchless eye. Nigga not watching shit but his dreams. This nigga is asleep on the couch in the bright of day. I feel it though, the midday naps be going crazy. Studying magic isn't all about training your hands, Richeh. She don't give a fuck about what you have to say. Damn, she said shut the fuck up. I'm not gonna lie, I think we're seeing the Richeh character flaw. What's wrong with her? Why doesn't she like studying? No, wait. That was a dumb question. Studying be boring as fuck, but like, I don't know. She likes drawing though. Richeh, you good? I really shouldn't cast while you're upset. I know you're not talking, bro. I'm gonna let it slide, but I know you're not talking. It's really dangerous. Damn. Okay, so you finna fix that table. I'm just like putting it out there. Oh, Rugio, go handle that. Yo, Rug about to flame Qifrey, ain't he? Yeah, good shit, bro. When you close your eyes to the guideposts of learning and shut your ears to the words of your teacher, this nigga start giving proverbs. You'll go nowhere fast. All right, let's see what Richey's deal is. How the fuck Richeh dip already? Damn, her ass moving. Brush Buddy, where'd she go? Give us call outs. Is she gonna be in the air? Okay, Brush Buddy giving the call outs. Yo, that's Clutch Buddy. That's Clutch Buddy. One thing about Brush Buddy, he always finna give the comms. He's always finna give the call outs. You're never going to be in the dark when Brush Buddy is around. I respect that. Brush Buddy, do you know where she is? Is he grabbing a map? What the fuck? What the Alright, bro. What the fuck is this? Yo, Richeh. There's something we don't know about Richeh, bro. Is this like her secret hideout? This is where she goes when she's... Yo, who made this shit, bro? Nigga, nah. This feels forbidden. This can't be allowed. Coco, get your teachers. Coco, get your teachers. Coco, don't handle this yourself. Please just get your teachers, bro. What is she up here making, bro? Oh, there go Richeh. Nah, she trying to hit the farm? She trying to hit the farm on niggas. She playing this shit out. Who told you to come down here? Yep, I didn't say you could come in. So what is this? Like a little pocket dimension? It doesn't have a name yet. Oh, she's making her own spell. Cool. I made it myself. So I'm not gonna lie, let's go look at those ribbons again. Is making a spell just for the drip, is that heat? Drip enhancement spell? That's not a bad idea. It's a useful spell in my book. All right, Coco, this is Glaze. Coco, this shit is not this cool, bruh. She overdoing it, bruh. Full back bent over in the big ass white eyes. What an avant-garde. I'm glad Richeh is calling this shit out, bruh. My girl is a little strange, a little avant-garde, if you will. What an avant-garde show of appreciation. I really love this spell. You can have one if you want. Okay, free drip. Richeh giving us that shit out for free because you got to understand what she's doing, right? She's really only producing in limited quantity so that it becomes like some hype beast shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't want to get like too much of your shit on the market. You don't want like too much of the crystal drip on the market because it's like, you know, that kind of devalues it. This is like some real designer shit. You know what I mean? Richeh probably has a future. Niggas gonna be dripped out in Richeh, bro. Rappers in Witch Hat Atelier are gonna be like, yeah, bro, Richeh on my wrist. You know what I mean? Like niggas not really tapped into what Richeh's trying to do here. This is like a young designer in the making. Good shit, Richeh. We got Reach Owens over here, bro. Niggas wearing Reaches. All right. Put that shit on, Coco. Can I ask something? Why don't you want to hit the books? Yo, Coke. You know what? I'm kind of curious of the same thing, actually. I know so little about magic, so I love looking at other people's spells. Okay, what actually is this, though? Is this dead just for the drip? I only want to think about my own spells type shit. But for your own spells to get better, you have to learn, you know? If I start looking at books, they'll start telling me, this is interesting. This is interesting. Are we opening a dialogue about originality? Let's open it. Let's open it. This is the first thing that comes to my mind. I don't know if this is author's intent, but we're going to open the dialogue. The one thing that I had struggled with, probably still do to an extent, is that a lot of times I tell myself, or I used to try to isolate myself creatively because I didn't want myself thinking that I was just adapting other people's ideas. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know the old adage, the old saying, everything has already been done, whatever, whatever. And yeah, to make anything, you really just do kind of like draw from and mash together your inspirations into your own thing. And I do think that is like maybe the way these characters are growing and developing, right? Because I'm sure the author of this shit, I gotta learn her name because I refer to her a lot and I just be calling her the author like she's some like hidden character. But maybe the author, I'd imagine the author has a lot of insight on the creative process and the process of growing as an artist, seeing as though she's kind of reached like peak artistry damn near. And maybe a lot of these younger characters' development is Shirahama. All right, I'm gonna start saying Shirahama. Maybe a lot of these younger characters' development is exploring sort of a lot of the pitfalls that like beginner creatives can fall into creatively, whether it's overworking yourself, whether it's, you know, comparing yourself to other people like a god, where it's like, you know what I mean, what Richeh is doing now, telling herself she can't, you know, she can't study because if she does, it'll poison her own ideas, and you know her ego's kind of in the way she wants to feel original, so on and so forth. What was Tedia's thing? I don't really know if we got too much into Tedia's yet. We know she wanted to do her little spell, but we haven't got too much into Tedia's shit yet. But I do think a lot of the flaws that are being built into these characters, at least early on, do parallel flaws that, you know, creatives in general, and I'm sure especially visual artists would find themselves struggling with as beginners. Like I really relate a lot to Richeh here. I've got to a point where I just don't care anymore. You know, I'm gonna make what I'm gonna make. Like I used to hate when I would make a video and people would be like, yo, this shit is fire. It reminds me of insert creator here. I'd be like, I start barking at the screen, boy, deleting these comments and shit. But as I've grown, this was like probably 5 years ago now. As I've grown, I've come to realize that one, most people aren't good at explaining why they like what they like, which isn't a bad thing, right? Not everyone's a fucking dork like me that does it all day. And so like a lot of people do default to like, oh, this reminds me of something else that I like, and that's how I'm going to give praise. You know what I mean? So I've grown to understand that and not really care that much anymore. Okay, so the dialogue here is somewhat different than what I'm talking about, but I still think it comes down to it, right? Whenever you're getting into a creative process, any sort of creative process, drawing, writing, making videos, making music, like fucking twerking, sculpting, like whatever the creative process may be, like, you know, you're going to have to do shit you don't really fuck with, you know what I mean? To get better, right? You're going to have to hit those fundamentals and learn how to do the shit, which isn't all that fun. So yeah, what was that last one? Sculpting? Nigga, you don't know what sculpting is? I don't need other people's spells. Then what you got these 3 books over here for, my girl? And answer me that. Okay, interesting. Lord Dump. Richeh was apprenticed to another witch before she came here. Was she like a problem child? She uses her stubbornness as a shield to protect herself. That's a good character read, Qifrey. Like a scale wolf. Okay, so that's why we saw the shits at the beginning. Like a scale wolf making armor out of its thick fur. Fortunately, people aren't as simple as spells. Here, what's that? Nigga got him some stones. My latest creation, snug stones. Okay, or he looked proud of that shit too. See, y'all don't really know. This is like the real like Steve Jobs of the Witch Hat Atelier world, bro. Like he really cooking up some groundbreaking technology. What you got for us, Orug? Snug stones. It's meant as a sleep aid. Oh shit, he saw his mans wasn't sleeping well. He got a good shit, Orugio. Shit, let me get a snug stone. Yo, Orugio, you gotta start selling these shits, bro. Me and you, we're gonna make a lot of money, bro. Okay, I'm gonna what I'll do like the advertising and I'll collect all the funds. And you just keep being in the lab, man, and doing what you gotta do. Put one under the covers. It'll warm you from tip to toe. Tip to toe. Whoa. Okay, Orugio, I don't know what you meant by that, because I usually consider the toes to be the tip. If we're talking about a fingertip, maybe. I don't, what you trying to warm my nigga tip up for? What you trying to warm his toes up for? Now that I'm thinking about it, Orugio, what's going on? The tip of your head? No one calls it the tip of your head. It's the top of your head. Might just be a placebo, but give them out to your apprentices. There's so much kindness in your spells. You express it better with magic than words. That nigga Qifrey said, yeah, you kinda wildin', bro. You said tip? Yeah, bro, don't explain your shits anymore, bro. Just keep doing your magic and, you know, I intend to sell them, so okay, he's chasing the bag. So I'm looking for feedback. Set an example for the girls and get a good night's sleep. Yeah, stop doing evil shit at night. You're a teacher, remember? Try. No, you won't. You finna do some evil shit tonight. I'm back from my daily farm. I'm back from the morning farm, Qifrey. Great, God, give me a farm report. Were you able to stand on the tree without balancing yet? Arrived. Okay, what happened? She got her test. Just received word from the Great Hall. Yep, she got her test authorization. We have a date for your second test. All right, we have officially entered the got testing arc, I believe. When is it? 3 days from now. Damn, they ain't give no one no time to prepare. Holy. The serpent back cave in Romanon. Whoa. So she been making these same ribbons since childhood? Hey, look, if that's your spell, that's your spell, but you better start selling them Jones, bro, because you're getting a bit too old to still be hitting this same shit. Are you trying to make crystal ribbons? Severing Richeh. Damn, bro, her name was already hard enough to pronounce. You had to add an extra syllable to it? Is this like her sister? Damn, so she been in this same little cave all her life, hasn't she? Richeh, your big brother loves... Oh, it's a brother. Okay. Loves it when you make spells that express who you are. I'm not gonna lie, you maybe shouldn't have said this, bro, because now she not gonna want to do no other type of spells. We gotta watch our words around kids, bro, especially in anime, because they be taking them shits to heart and then like twisting them in their head and then turning into either villains or just like, you know what I mean, just start tweaking like Richeh. Never stop being yourself, okay? Did the brother die, bro? They knocked the fuck out, bruh. Look at Coco and a got like head balancing. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine you sleeping with self shoes on. Imagine you sleeping with self shoes on and you accidentally click your feet together, bruh. GG's. All right, they're at the test. Oh shit, they used the snug stones. Good shit. So my boy Orugio happy as shit. Good shit, Rug. You'll be all right. Got everyone always feels like they haven't prepared enough. Oh shit, here's a piece of bread for you. Here's a little ass piece of fucking flaky ass bread. No water, no bev, nothing. Now go take the fucking test. There won't be an... Oh shit, no bev, my girl? Damn, she fucked that shit up. I'll pass the test on the first try. Not like this, bro. I know your throat dry as shit right now, bro. I'm from House Arclaum after all. Who is this old ass nigga? Who are you? I'm not gonna lie, they got that shit on though. They got that shit on. Hold on, was that the teacher that we just saw in the flashback? No, it's a different fit. Like night and day with my little fit. Damn. Nah, why are you talking about your apprentice like that, bro? And why are you making him get this weak ass bowl cut? Uini, my apprentice, has tried and failed the second test twice already. Hey man, it's probably a hard test. You can't repair them. All right, bro. Who is this guy? Ugly ass, greasy hair having ass boy. Get out of here. How dare you? No, it's not fine, bro. It's not fine. Qifrey, stand up for him. Adopt this young man into your gang. It's all true anyway. No, it's not. All you gotta do is change the cut. I promise things will get better. Look at even Qifrey feel bad for him, bro. Hey, sorry I'm late. What the fuck? We got Brush, what? Super Brush Buddy in this motherfucker, bruh. We got Grand Brush Buddy. Nigga, this Brush Unk right here, bro. That enormous Brush Buddy is talking. Look closer. Oh, man. Oh, yo, she got her drip based off the Brush Buddy? Hold on, Brush Buddy on the back is hard. Nah, that's tough. The transformation is forbidden magic, isn't it? Coco ready to turn to a Brush Buddy. A mirror cloak of burrow shade. A magical control. What the fuck? That's tough. Oh, yeah, she about to be too. Oh, shit, I recognize her. Okay, yeah, she's back. A pleasure to meet you. I'm Alaria. Niggas telling me to lock in already. I ain't say nothing. Literally haven't said nothing, bruh. Niggas already on my ass, bruh. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm Alaria. And it looks like she has those scales on her on her cloak, right? The little wolf scales. I'll be overseeing your participation in the second test. Okay. Keep your target safe and escort them to the entrance. Oh, okay. So it's like a more combat sort of based test. Is that what I'm hearing? You mustn't lose sight of your charge during that time. Her hair is a little crazy though, bro. I know she be using mad gel for this shit, bro. Of course, if you fail, god damn, okay, maybe the drip, like, what is up with these witches and these fat ass boots, man? Your boots are too fat if you have to fold the edges down on these big ass galoshes. What happens if we're witnessed? You fail the test, there's no risk of secrets of magic getting out, but you will fail the test. Yep, because you'll be exposed as what? You got to role play as a wolf armadillo? Put those cloaks on and have a look. What is this? Penguin bunnies? These are some Avatar The Last Airbender ass like creatures. Griffins? Whoa, 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 whoa. We playing around with baby griffins? What if Big Pops comes home? Oh no, they're Merfins, okay. A different species that lives by the water. Serpentback Cave, where the test takes place, is a magical ruin from a more tumultuous age. And we already know a got ass finna get jumped during this test by old Invisible, yo. So she will be straying from that path. Qifrey, stay on alert. Homegirl, stay on alert. Greasy hair, I mean, you're technically a full-blown witch, even though you probably suck, so you gotta stay on alert too. We're sending you out there first. I'm not gonna lie. Second test is about using magic to protect them from magic. Yeah, we witches must take responsibility for altering the environment. Whoa, that's what? That's why that's tough. That's some tough magic right there. Some illusion magic or some shit. We guide and protect the young ones making the trip for the first time. Okay, I see. So these are like new baby Merfins, and you gotta play Mama Merfin. Gotta keep them from going astray. Who is this? All right, this is definitely Coco right here. All hype and shit, smiling. This a got Richeh ass over here. Don't give a damn. Tetsuya like, yo, I got flippers now. I got claws. I got webbed feet. With those cloaks on, the Merfin will see you as one of their own. If you take the cloaks off to disrupt their... Oh, okay. So you got to make it through whatever this difficult ass test is while still keeping that cloak on your back. That's what makes it difficult. In a way, this is harder than drawing spells without humans seeing us. It is. You can't take the cloak off. Oh, right. Because they were practicing doing spells under their cloak. Okay, whoever came up with this test was low-key cooking. Oh, shit, they snuck Richeh. Yeah, you don't like taking tests, huh? That nigga said that dead serious too. You know, normally he be doing that little soft smile. He not playing with her right now. You'll be taking the test too, Richeh. You're risking, you've been in this magic shit too damn long. It's time for you to take the test. I'm not gonna lie, he had to put his foot down. Why Qifrey having a farm for farm with an 11-year-old girl, bruh? And look at her expression. Mean mugging a child. You liar, Master Qifrey. You said I could do what I wanted. That's why I came to you in the first place. I guess you don't care about what I want either. Come on, bro. You got to take this test eventually. Like, you got two choices the way I see it, my girl, okay? Either you're going to do things this way or you're going to put a brim on the cap. I'm fine either way, but you got to make your decision. The adults all just force you to do what they want. I absolutely do care what you want. That's precisely the reason I want you to take this test. I think that what you learn here will empower you to live the life you want to live. So, won't you please trust me this one time? I'm gonna do what I want. What does that mean? What does that mean, Richeh? Y'all better stop playing with Richeh too. We forgot, you know, you gotta remember she don't have no fear, bruh. She was willing to tackle a cop. If I try and I hate it, I'm not doing it again. And if it makes me stop being me, I'll never trust what you say again. Yeah, I be forgetting these are like 11, 12-year-olds, bro. Some of their shit be wild and mature. So I was like, yo, get your ass on somewhere, bro. Greasy hair having ass nigga. Watch out, bro. There really is no correcting fools like that. Qifrey about to give him the eyes. It really is a chore. Why must children be so... excuse me. Were you dead? Hey, bruh, were you saying something? Because I was not fucking listening. Yeah, go back to the Great Hall with your greasy ass. We need a better teacher for my boy. He finna turn to a brim cap and it's gonna be your fault. Unbelievable. He really did leave. Yeah, Qifrey, reach out the hand. Save this nigga from turning evil. All right, it's time for the test. So are we all going in there? Or like, why has everyone got a cloak on? May they all reach the end without getting lost in the dark. Agat really the only one that's locked in right now. Agat ready to prove something. Okay, so we're all going. Oh no, just those three. Okay, so this is like, I thought they were gonna have to go alone, but no, it looks like they at least get like a proctor. Little homie still there? Let's get it. Hold on, she already looking around. That's smart. That's smart. Agat is smart. smart. She's observing the surroundings, making sure everything's cool. Let's have ourselves this nigga always trying to eat. Now that I'm thinking about it, bruh. It's always breakfast or lunch or dinner for this nigga, bruh. How many times are you finna bring up meals with your hungry ass? Damn, they just left. Nigga got right to talk about late breakfast, bro. Oh man, I'll tell you some history too. You don't know much about magical ruins like the Serpent's Cave, do you? Forbidden spells drawn before the day of the pact still linger across the world like scars. How the fuck are you supposed to get through here? Just fly? The test is about using magic to protect against magic. Oh, my little magic shield wielding knights. How will you traverse this road? I know we got like a upside down walking spell, right? I know we've seen someone use that before. I'm gonna probably just go with that.